morning, everybody. This is Sherman Ray with the Black Business Chamber, and we are doing a little bit of an interview with somebody. I think many of you probably know the brand, but do you know the person behind the brand? Leonie, is it Blackshear or what's?
It's Blackshire.
Blackshire. It's funny. I've got so your name is actually very similar to my brother's name, which is Leopold.
Okay.
And so I know a Blackshear. It's too funny.
Okay.
So get it correct. So Leonie Blackshire, and she is the founder of the Las Vegas Caribbean Festival and Taste of the Caribbean.
Correct.
And if you've been here in Vegas for any length of time, you have probably gone to these events, but do you actually know who the person is behind the event? So Leonie, I'd like to introduce you to the folks here at the Black Business Chamber.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on. It's great to get to know everybody who's going to be coming to the event. You know, it's always good to see people, and then when you could just put a face to the person who you saw, it's even better.
I know. Yeah, it's good. Well, so let's talk a little bit about this. So where are you from? Because you've got this distinctive accent, and I love it. So where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I was born in Arima, grew up partially in Sawa, and, family in Arima, back over there in Tunapuna, and, family in Tobago. So anybody from the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago have family majority and mostly all throughout Trinidad and probably on both islands, because we're two islands under one republic.
Oh, okay. Well, and so you've been here in America for how long now?
Alrighty, so I've been in America for 45 years.
Oh,
so I'm telling my age.
Oh no,
telling my age. But again, I'm quite telling my whole age, but I'm telling some of my age. So, grew up in the United States, but went back home every year, very frequently, probably 2-3 times a year. So, and my mother raised myself and my siblings as if we were back in Trinidad. So, we very familiar about everything going on at home. I am diehard Trinidad and Tobagoan.
And as we've had conversations in the last couple of weeks, and I can attest, diehard Trinidadian. See, and I'm Jamaican, so my family's from Jamaica. Yeah. We have a very strong Caribbean influence. Would you say there's a pretty big Caribbean influence here in Las Vegas?
Yes, it is. Based off the last numbers that I received when I was doing my research about Vegas and the Caribbean population within Vegas, it's 6% of Caribbean population in the regions of Nevada.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of Caribbean, and we actually have a lot of Ethiopians here too.
We do. We have a lot of Ethiopians. It's a very strong community of African. We're going to say Africans and Caribbean descendants in Vegas. And within the past 4 or 5 years, I have seen that population increase even more. So I was pretty anxious to see that the censors have now where you can actually dictate where you're from. You no longer have to put yourself in that other. You get the opportunity to put where you actually are from. So there is a ticker that says Jamaica. You can tick Jamaica, you could Barbados or Haitian or wherever your descent is from. You can actually tick that and then be actually counted. So I can't wait until to see those actual numbers after the 2020 census.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that too, because I get to find out, because there's like 50,000 Ethiopians here. Would have never guessed there were that many.
It's a huge community.
Huge community. So let's talk a little bit about the festival. So what got you involved in the festival? Have you had experienced it back in Trinidad or?
Well, Trinidad is the mother of all mothers Caribbean Carnival in my blood. And I love to show culture. It doesn't necessarily have to be Trinidadian culture, but Caribbean culture as a whole. And I found that Vegas was lacking the Caribbean culture in the front line. And we as Caribbean, we do play a big part in helping develop what is called the part of the melting pots here in the United States.
Yeah. And so you saw that there was a big hole, that there was a need for it, but this is amazing. So some people have an idea and they say, well, and like me, I have a coffee shop. and I can open up a coffee shop, and that's fairly, I mean, it's fairly easy to do a regular brick and mortar business. But what you undertake on a yearly basis, and I believe you started this 2015 or so.
That's correct. Started the journey in 2015.
But this is a whole different thing. I mean, this is a logistics nightmare where you've got to bring in people from this country, that country, this sect, that's costumes, bands, all that other stuff.
Yes.
So walk us through that. What really brought you to that point?
Well, see, again, when people come to Vegas, they get to see the showgirls and stuff like that. And I'm not putting no shame on anybody's things, but I just wanted to show Vegas what beautiful costumes that our very talented designers out of the Caribbean and also local here in the United States that can do. I mean, we have some pretty elaborate costumes. And just my love of culture, I wanted to bring that to Vegas. So many people will have to go elsewhere. Why not? Why not the entertainment capital of the world? Why can they not have a Caribbean diversity pot inside of that breakthrough? Because we are just as important as every other genre that is being represented in Vegas.
Well, definitely. Well, there's no doubt, because I've seen some of this stuff now. So for small children, I've got to say this, for small children, when you're seeing this, your eyeballs go, oh, like this, because of just the majesty of all the feathers, the plumage, the stuff. I mean, this is more than just. It's more than just a small business or anything like that. It's a huge undertaking, almost like you have on a yearly basis for like the Tournament of Roses parade,
correct,
or any other. So,
and we do also offer. There's also children carnival. So right now we haven't gotten to that point, but I foresee within the next 2 years where we'll have a separate part where it'd be children parade and an adult parade. Right now we combine the two. So we do also have the children costumes included in with the adult costumes as well. And they are children friendly.
That is great. So who makes a lot of the costumes?
We have various different designers, designers coming out of Trinidad, Canada, New York. This past year, 2019, we had designers out of New York, Canada, Trinidad, Phoenix, California, Vegas, and Houston.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, this is amazing. Now, is it a competition along with the and so what would be the grand prize for somebody if they enter into the competition? And are there different ones for costume, for band?
Okay, so we do have a prize for the most elaborate situation as far as a big costumes. Right now we haven't had any big costumes. Those would be the king and queen of the bands, but we were going to launch that for 2020, but we will be launching that for 2021. Due to the COVID-19, we have decided, because a lot of these people and designers and items have to come out internationally, and we didn't want to risk the opportunity that it won't make it into the United States, or the people can't come into the United States to demonstrate what it needs. So that got pushed to 2021. So just hold on, we got some goodies coming out. But from the king and queen, and then we also have the band of the year. So right now our 2019 band of the year, which is Bacchanal thru, based out of Canada and New York. They are our reigning champions, so they will be coming back for 2021 to defend their title.
Isn't that incredible? So we're talking to Leonie Blackshire, and she is the founder of the Las Vegas Caribbean Festival. We are looking at this, that this will probably be probably one of the largest festivals, because we have in Las Vegas we have a kind of a tradition where we launch a lot of great things that become years from now some of the most iconic festivals. I really am predicting right now that your festival is going to be that exactly same thing.
Definitely.
We love to, because we've watched it from the beginning. This has been really fun to watch this from the very beginning.
The stumble blocks.
I know, but we can look back on this. So give us kind of look at this. Take a look back at year one. And what was going on in year one that you go, oh my gosh?
Well, year one was super easy because we didn't throw a parade and anything
Uh-huh.
like that. We wasn't in the streets, we were, still, just getting Vegas people to know, hey, we're coming.
Mhm.
We had a little events inside different entities in different clubs throughout Vegas,
Mhm.
just to bring in the feel of the Caribbean
Mhm.
coming in. And then so we'll take it from 2016 where we had the Taste of the Caribbean and
Ooh.
the and and the carnival, and it was like I look back from then and now the crowd is growing every year.
Mhm.
More bands are coming, more people are getting to know us.
Yeah.
We have so many people from all over now that just says, "Wow, I'm coming to Vegas." Whether it be for someone from the Cayman Islands or someone from Puerto Rico or someone from England. They're coming, and I'm excited because these might be trips. A lot of the Caribbean people are saying, I never thought about Vegas as a spot for carnival, but yeah, I can
Yeah.
see it.
Why not? Why
They're
not?
like, oh wow, Vegas has a carnival.
Well, it's crazy, isn't it? You would think that now. I think a lot of people think to themselves, "Carnival." You're probably getting people from LA, maybe getting a couple of people from Arizona or something like that. But you're saying no. You're getting them from all over the place.
All
You're
over the
getting,
place.
and
My day ones, my one of my major day ones are from Canada, and they come back every year.
really,
They're Canadians.
uh-huh.
Canadians. And then I get people from Trinidad, of course. My backyard. I have to promote hard in Trinidad to
Yeah.
let them know, hey, we are here.
Mhm.
Barbados. I have a lot of out of the country day ones, and they come back every year, and they're excited that wow, you are actually it. They can see the growth. They see the potential.
Sure.
I had the Canadians. One of the set of the people from the Canadian group came, they checked it out, they saw it. It's like, you know what? We're coming back, and we're coming back with a band. And that's what they did.
And
They
that's what
came
they
back with a
did.
band. They put a band
Yeah.
on the road, and they're like, we see the growth. So, that stuff like that just excites me.
Yes.
It makes me happy to see that they're willing to take the gamble with me. They see that, like the saying goes, build it and they will come.
Yeah. But well, you're building something really awesome. And we're going to look back on this next year, especially because COVID-19 has really kind of put a kibosh on everybody this year.
Right.
Because you were actually planning. So normally the Taste of the Caribbean happens when does the Caribbean Festival happen?
Right. So the Taste of the Caribbean normally happens in April, and it's one of our biggest fundraisers for the October event, which happens in the Halloween weekend, the last weekend in October. So we, sometimes we just call it Halloween weekend, but we don't want to mistake it as a Halloween costume type of thing because it's nothing like that.
No.
It is actual parade demonstrating beautiful, elaborate costumes made by designers. These are all handmade.
Yeah.
Not a factory made. These are all handmade for each individual. You tell them, you have to give them your size, whether it's a man, you have to tell them your size, or a woman, your size, and they are individually made to your specification.
Man, isn't that amazing? Gosh. So I think we missed something too, because I think the history of Carnival. And I don't think we even, because I know a lot of people talk about it down in New Orleans. They have their carnival down there, and what it signifies. Mm-hmm. Why do people celebrate Carnival? What's the significance about it?
So Carnival has came to be known as a free up time. It's a way to go out there, whether you're a judge or you're a police officer, you're a lawyer, and just enjoy yourself. It's adult fun, adult clean file. It's Caribbean nature. So we're just out there, just having a good time, enjoying music, and letting the music take us however it takes us. You turn the music on. The music is our drug.
Yeah.
If you know, if someone want to say a drug, the music is our drug. Yeah, you know, the DJ playing the right song, they be like, "That's my song," and you're jumping up in the streets and having a good time. You know, we bring different artists from all over the country.
Yes.
You know, I bring them into Vegas, you know, and they perform and they show them their skills. You know, they're singing their hit song, whether it be Tall Pre out of Grenada or Sherwin Winchester out of Trinidad or Ultimate Redress out of Trinidad. You know, just to name a few that has came through Vegas. You know, we've had quite a few different artists. You know, we have artists that's local right there in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, we promote local talent in Vegas, you know. So we want to see people get to know these artists and get to know the food. And when I say these people, I'm talking about the Nevadians, the people from Las Vegas, the people from all over. Come and enjoy those doubles and that roti and the aloo pie that you haven't had from home. You know, the Taste of the Caribbean brings that to them when they come. You know, for whatever reason, you might not be able to go home. You know, you come, you have a Guyanese vendor, you're getting that Guyanese food, or you have a Haitian vendor, you have a Trini vendor. You know, I got my aloo pie, I got my roti skins, I good. You know, so it just gives you a taste of home. You're playing your dominoes. We try to bring as much home as we can bring home. You know, I know people can go right down on downtown Las Vegas and you see Clyde playing his steel pan for Trinidad. You know, that's Trinidad. Sure. That's the music. That's the island sound for the Caribbean.
Yes.
So and the United States now has adopted. You hear our Caribbean steel pans in rap songs now.
You
because they're hearing the little twang, you know. So it's the and when I talk about culture, I love culture.
I know you can tell you love this. This is where you're at, and you know, and I think so many people here in Las Vegas don't realize that they might have Caribbean influence in their life, or they have a link between them here and because I know a lot of people in Las Vegas come from Mississippi. Come from there was a big diaspora that came from that area, and yet a lot of those people probably came from the Caribbean area, and they might have that link and they don't know it. So
exactly. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people come and they're talking to me and don't know who I am, but they're talking to me because I'm standing by a food vendor and I have a flyer or something promoting one of the events, and they're saying, you know, last time I went to Barbados, or I went to Jamaica, and you know, this is just like Jamaica, and you know, you got the coconut water. It's beautiful. It's a joy to see people adopt our culture and love it.
Yes. My gosh, I'm so excited about it. So tell us about next year. So we've just got a couple more minutes here, but tell us about next year. What are your plans for next year? If the COVID thing goes down, you know, and we're able to go back to some semblance of being able to have events, what are the plans for next year?
Well, of course, we definitely want to bring back our signature event, which is the Carnival, which is the last weekend of October, which will be October 28th through October 31st. The parade will be on October 30th, where you have the Parade of the Bands, so you get a chance to see the different costumes with the people parading down the streets. After the end of that, you go into Carnival Village, what we call Carnival Village, and you'll get to see some of our artists that we bring in from the different Caribbean islands, whether they're local or within the United States or coming actually out of the Caribbean into Vegas. So, you know, it gives you a chance to get to hear the music and enjoy the music. You know, we have our signature events, Welcome into Vegas, which is the Wednesday night, and then the Thursday night, and then our all-white exclusive classy event, which is the Friday night.
Nice.
So all-white events, you know, and then, you know, Sunday we might have a breakfast party, you know, to wind down, and, you know, everybody who's got to fly out. Most people who fly in, they don't fly out until maybe Monday or Tuesday. So we're just trying to make sure that everybody has something to enjoy and take back, and bring a friend. We always tell people, tell a friend to bring a friend.
Yes, very good. So we're looking at April, definitely, and then at the end of the year, we're looking at the festival again, and we're hoping for a large turnout, a continuing growth of the large turnout.
Exactly.
Very exciting. This,
you know, and anybody can get our information. We are on Facebook, which is Festival Las Vegas Caribbean. And we are on our website, which is www.lvcaribfest.com.
Yeah.
You know, we have our Instagram, which is Las Vegas Caribbean Festival. Same thing with our Twitter and even TikTok. So, you know, check us out. We are on all the social media platforms that we can have. Pinstra, YouTube, we have it. So check us out.
Yeah, so they can just Google Las Vegas Caribbean Festival and
They could
it will
Google
come up.
Vegas. Exactly. You know, you start typing in Las Vegas Caribbean, we are the first thing that pops up when you type in Las Vegas Caribbean.
Gosh, this is exciting. Folks, you get to see it now. You get to see the face behind the Las Vegas Caribbean Festival, Leonie Blackshire. We are so excited about being a part of your life, being a part of the whole growth. Thank you for being a part of Las Vegas.
Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
And we're going to see more and more of you as time goes on, because we'd like to invite you back, especially we'd like to hear more and more about what's going on and keep everybody up to date.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate it. And, you know, like I said, anytime, I am more than willing to come back and enjoy.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.